Hey,
Hi,
can you hear me?
I can. Let's wait just a couple minutes for people to get on. I'm
Okay,
so excited.
me too. I got my whole ring light set up. First time I'm using it, first live. We're good to go.
Yes. Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to the first rendition of One Off's Out the Frame series. Super excited to start this. This is going to be an ongoing series on Tuesdays where we talk to a different Black digital artist. And we are starting off first with Diana Sinclair. Hi.
Hey.
I'm so excited to be talking to you. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself?
Okay, you're cutting in and out a little bit, just so you know. I hope it's only me. Um, but my name is Diana. I am a visual artist, an activist, a curator. I do a lot of different things in the community. I'm also a member of Her Story DAO. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mostly do photography, but I also do a lot of video work and some traditional art as well. Uh, Shaman down there with the hair comment.
Yes, love that. Love that. So where in the world are you? Let's start there.
I am in New Jersey. A lot of people think I'm in New York, which I'm okay to pretend a little bit, but I'm in New Jersey.
And tell us a little bit more about what you create. You mentioned that you do photography. Talk a little bit more about your work.
I Well, I mostly work with portraits, so I guess you could say that I create portraits, whether those are video portraits or photo portraits. I also like to think that I create community in a way. So yeah, that's the short answer for you.
So you were doing traditional photography before you moved into digital. Why the move into the world of NFTs?
Oh, there's so many reasons. I firstly got into it because my partner is a 3D artist and they encouraged me to get started, as well as Shells, who just had a crazy NFT sale as well. Um, I didn't see myself in a lot of the artwork being put out or the artists being uplifted in the NFT space. So that was also a big push for me to get into it, if that makes sense. I wanted to create space for not only myself, but other people and other artists, other Black women, other Black photographers. And NFTs also pose a great opportunity to get more monetary value for what I create. A lot of the artwork I've got, likes on social media. Awards are nice, but those always don't equate something that will go into my pockets and help sustain my art career. So NFTs have also provided that, as well as a really amazing community. I have so many friends who are even joining the live right now, who I think will support me even outside of the NFT community. So those are
So
a few of the reasons.
let's talk about community then. Since you moved into this space, do you find that the community has changed? What do you feel is lacking in terms of the community?
So much has changed since when I started in the NFT space, which was only like three months ago. It was at the end of February, and back then, and maybe it was just who I was around, but it just seemed very um, white cis men focused, and a lot of the artwork that was being put out all looked the same. I didn't see a lot of platforms working to uplift Black artists, and it felt very like I only saw one story being presented. And I think that there were a few standout artists that were against that. But I think over time we've seen a lot of smaller communities pop up and actually create waves, like Her Story DAO or the African art community or Black NFT art. All of those have gained traction over the last 3 months. so that now I do feel like we're a bigger force in the space. So yeah, that's how I feel like it's grown, and I think that in the coming months it'll get even better, and we'll see a lot more advancements and great things happening in the space.
And speaking of advancements, let's move into talking about Her Story DAO. So tell people
Her
what
story
it
now.
is and what your plans are for it.
Oh, okay. So as I mentioned before, I'm a co-founding member of Her Story DAO, and that was a DAO I originally founded by Cynthia. She may be in the live, she may not be, but she is a poet and a techie Black woman, just amazing. And she gathered a bunch of us together to help collect, or to come together, port youth together to collect an NFT from an artist friend of ours, Latasha, who is a rapper in the NFT space and has sold a lot. So it started there. We collected that first piece, then we got another one from the artist Yatreda. She is an Ethiopian artist who has created these amazing moving portraits. She is on vacation right now. She's partying hard in LA. Oh my God, all the photos. Um, but the core, not the manifesto, but what we're aiming to do in the space is open up more opportunities and help incubate Black women artists and Black non-binary artists in the space. So that consists of exhibitions, collecting, funding projects, and those are all the things that we're working on developing right now. So it's a lot of work. We're still establishing some of the more, like I said, the more techie blockchain part of it, but it's coming together really nicely, and just having the community is making moving in the NFT space so much more enjoyable. The Her Story DAO community is tight, very tight. So
Love that. How can people find out more information, donate, help you guys out, support?
So Sin is putting together a website right now, which all the co-founding members will be on, and you can learn a bit about us and Her Story DAO on there. That'll be coming out this week, I believe. So probably the best way is just keep up with the Twitter, which is Her Story DAO, DAO on Twitter. We also have an Instagram that's being developed. But yeah, crazy moves happening. I'm so excited about it.
Let's spell that out just in case for people. HERSTORYDAO, right?
Yep. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, perfect. And where can we find out more about what you are up to right now?
I'm gonna be just frank, just Twitter. I update my site pretty often, but I have a lot of announcements coming out in the next 2 weeks. Several crazy announcements that will be live on my Twitter. I don't use Instagram too much.
That's fine. What can you tell us about? Give us some secrets. What's coming up?
let me a very public spotlight on Black artists. As I put out on my Twitter before, I've been putting together a lot of threads which have been very successful in getting Black artists in the space bids and getting their auction started, which has been amazing. So what's coming next is that, but 10 times, to the moon, diamond hands, whatever, all that shit.
Okay, I promise we talk a little bit about the future of NFTs. So what is your, let's say, like, what's your hope for the community and for the way that things are going to progress? Because I know right now we're kind of in this strange period where there seems to be like certain communities that are being celebrated and maybe not others as much as we would want. What's your hope for the future?
I think to put it very in like one small sector, I really hope that more collectors join the space, meaning like a diverse array of collectors. I feel like in some ways, a lot of artists understandably are looking to, I mean, there are only but so many collectors in the space, and I don't think that many of them represent all of the different demographics of artists that are in the space. Therefore, the artists that are being pulled out of, or being supported, they're not reflecting the wide array of artists that are in the space. So I think that through a lot of the conversations we've been having, that we've all sort of landed on like we need more collectors, more like Black collectors, Asian collectors, queer collectors, collectors with a mindset of social justice that will help support those sorts of NFTs that are released. And I think that there are a few, but if we really are going to see like a massive overhaul of support and have artists not be dependent on a select few, that we just need more collectors. Yeah.
Agreed. And speaking to that, if you go to the link in bio, One-Off's link in bio, there's actually a guide teaching you how to easily become a collector on the blockchain. It's step-by-step guide. If you know people that collect art IRL and want to move into the digital space, please send it to them. We definitely, absolutely need more people. That is a really good point.
Necessary, really.
All right, let's let people get to know you a little bit more. I have some getting to know you questions for you.
Oh boy, I'm a little nervous.
No, you don't need to be nervous. These are fun questions. Do you have pets? And tell us about your pets if you do.
I have one dog. He is a German Shepherd, and he is a terror. He was not like this when he was young. He was a little puppy. He was so good. He was so quiet. Now, oh my God. So one thing is he won't let us cut his nails. So it sounds like he has acrylics. They're just walking through the house. Nobody can sleep. And he is gradually becoming more confident in taking food out of people's hands. So I can even hear him outside the door right now. He also likes to bust down doors. So yeah, he's a very interesting dog with a very big personality, which is kind of fun. He likes to grumble, like if you don't give him the right thing, or if you don't give him a treat, he'll like grumble and stuff. He's really cute.
Talkative dogs are my favorite. They
Right?
let you know how they feel.
Really? And he sighs too, like a person. It's like, do you have a conscience? Like I mean, like a human conscience? Because like he'll like if you ignore him, he'll just go like it's just
Okay, what's your
dogs.
favorite movie genre?
Is this a movie genre? I really like A24 films, even though they made me bawl my eyes out. I guess it's like indie films. I do like those a lot. I also like psychological horror films. Those are pretty
Yes,
fun.
I'm a
Yeah.
huge horror fan. I love horror.
Really? Like
Yeah.
horror or psychological horror? Because I feel like those are a little different. Do you like the blood and the gore, like that stuff, or
Yeah, I'm not as much into blood and gore. I feel like
okay.
that's like those are cheap thrills, but yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. The thrillers are really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, those two. X
Okay,
agrees.
what shows are you watching? What shows are you watching, or what are you reading? Or it can be both.
Well, right now I'm focusing more, or not focusing more. I'm doing a little bit more watching TV, because I need to take a mental break sometimes. Um, I've been watching A Girl from Nowhere on Netflix. That has been interesting so far. It's a film, or it's a show from Thailand, and it's pretty good. And right before that, I was watching Behind Her Eyes, which is like a psychological horror type. It was really strange, but it was really cool actually. I think it was
Do you
British.
recommend it?
Yes, I recommend that one. It's kind of hard
Okay.
because you actually have to like sit through the whole thing, but there are enough twists that keep you interested. And then the last episode, it all makes sense, and you're like, oh God, I need to watch it through again. So it's one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And favorite superhero and why?
Oh my God.
It can be an
Yes.
anti-hero too. It doesn't have to be like a, you know, traditional superhero.
Superhero. If you caught me like 5 years ago, I was so into superheroes. So actually, I'll tap into that. I was really into Damian Wayne. I had the biggest crush on this character. I still have the comics. He was just like a little asshole. Do you know Damian Wayne?
No, tell me.
Okay, so he's Batman's son, and there's like a whole
Whoa, okay.
yeah, there's a whole series. I think I can't remember the comic artist, but I bought a whole bunch of the comics, and it's like Batman's son and Superman's son, and it's just really, I don't know. I used to draw him all the time. So yeah, that's my little like fan crush from like 12.
So you're into assholes. That's the bottom line.
Not I mean, I think a lot of the people in here know Jesse and know that they're are like like if you can get the absolute opposite of an asshole, that's Jesse. It's like they're the most like sweet person. So I don't know, maybe in my dreams. I try
Okay,
to push them in that direction a little bit sometimes. Come on,
that's
get a little
good.
meat.
Early mornings or late nights?
Late nights.
That was
Cannot do early
fast.
mornings.
You know.
Yes, I used to be able to do it. Not anymore. So I will be up very, very late, like 1 or 2 a.m., 3 a.m. It's not good. Maybe that's why I can't do early mornings.
Makes sense. And last one, live action or animation?
That one is tough because I really do like animation, especially when we're talking like Love, Death, and Robots, or if we're talking Into the Spider-Verse. Love that. But then I also really like live action. I just saw Cruella actually, and that was
You did?
really
Oh,
good.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
you have the
that.
Cruella hair right now. I just noticed. You have the white and black hair.
The colors.
Yeah, oh my God. Jesse now wants to do the Cruella hair. So if you see them doing that, then you know why. Um,
It's a good look.
it is. I'm gonna help. I think animation right now, because I was really digging Love, Death, and Robots. That was like the shit. So good.
Really well put together series for sure.
I want to work
Obsessed.
on
I've
that.
watched it like 3 times.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first season was much better than the second one, but I really want to work on Love, Death, and Robots one day. I think it's like a dream to like art direct that.
Put that into the universe. That
I
could be a
just
thing.
did. I'm
You did. You did.
gonna get hired by Netflix.
Okay, before we close, anything you want to announce, tell the people before we go?
Um, I guess a small announcement, which will be coming out later on my Twitter later today, is that so June 8th is going to be my 3-year anniversary with my partner Jesse. So we're going to do like two-part collaboration about our relationship, and we're going to put it on the blockchain.
I love that.
It's good.
Yes. That's so dope.
Yeah, it's kind of cheesy. It's not super. I'm trying to embrace the cheesiness right now. Like maybe last year I wouldn't have leaned into that, but this year I'm like, yes.
Celebrate love, man. It's been a hard year.
It has, and this is one of the first years that I can do that properly. In the past, we haven't been able to. So, yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
I love that. Okay, so we are about to sign off. Thank you everyone for joining us, and please look forward to more announcements. This is going to be an ongoing series on Tuesdays. So yeah, look out and join us again. Thank you so much, Diana. Super appreciate you.
Thank you for having me as the first guest. That's so exciting.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Diana.
Bye.